This is Heads Above the Waves at ArcTanGent 2025.
Yeah, that's coming this way. That one's getting bigger.
So we've got the language to describe many colours. We can see many colours, and the more names that we learn for those different colours, the more we'll be able to see. And I think that emotions are probably the same, whereas like the more language you have to describe the feelings that you have, the more discerning you can be, and like the better you can integrate your emotions.
Oh.
Yeah, of course.
Don't shoot out.
You've won a tattoo sheet.
Hey!
Yay!
You've won a t-shirt.
What keeps your head above the waves?
Playing my drums. I find that being the most kind of leveling. I can't really put it into words how it makes me feel. Being around my wife and my son, who give me life and purpose, and that kind of thing. Playing in my silly band, Alphabet Tea Party, by the new album. It's out 3rd of October on all formats.
All the formats. Greg, what keeps your head above the waves, mate?
So keeping my head above the waves is just basically going to the gym, just a bit of self-care.
This is all the...
Yeah, and also teching.
Teching with this guy?
Teching with that guy.
Yeah, so we're a team.
Teching with everyone else. Yeah, it's great.
Being a team. Being a team is definitely a thing that keeps everyone's heads above the waves.
Why having a go on this? You know what? It's not bad
So I know that I could go all day.
For me, it's got to be my friends and family. You come home from work and you have a shitty day, and I talk to my fiance about her shitty day, and it makes both of our days better.
I do a bit of running in the evenings, cooking food. Yeah, chopping onions.
Looking after our minds, looking after our bodies.
What keeps my head above the waves? Well, many things do, but I'd have to say, and it's cliche, but music, right? And even though I'm a person immersed in music, I'd still just want to be a fan first. That's kind of what gets me through day to day. I wake up, I think about music. Middle of the day, I think about music. When I'm going to bed, I'm listening to music. Fan first, love music, that keeps my head above the waves.
My name's Carla Kilstead. I'm in the band Sleepy Time Gorilla Museum. I'm here at ArcTanGent. We're playing tomorrow at the main stage, and I walked by this fabulous booth and saw a little glimpse of erasure poetry, also known as blackout poetry, and I said, "Arr!" And I made a V-line, I made a straight line into there, because I love erasure poetry. I use it as a teaching tool for people that feel really intimidated then don't think that they're poets. But then I also discovered in my own practice that the deeper you go into it, the more skill it takes. So it's this really wonderful walkway into accessing poetry and finding poetry everywhere. I have another band called Rabbit Radio, and we have an album called Love is Code, and every single word except for 7 words is created by erasure poetry using a book by Pema Chodron. And every song is a different chapter, and kind of drawing a line through a chapter, and it gives you enough structure that you kind of can just sit down and do it over a coffee or staring out the window or on a train or wherever you want. But it's like excavating ideas as opposed to crafting them yourself. It's like you have a whole heap of words and you just have to choose. So it's kind of like finding little gems in the ground, and I can't recommend it enough. Get like a magazine, get a newspaper article, grab like a old cookbook with like that you never use and rip out a page. It doesn't even matter what it is. But it's really, really wonderful. Like, for example, here we go, right here, right? By a life. There you go. There's just instant erasure poetry. Don't buy a life, make a life. But you know what I mean. There you go.
That's perfect. That's so good. Thank you so much.
Especially if the weather will be nice, but the weather's bad to see it.
What keeps my head above the waves? Gardening. I've recently got an allotment. It's like the least metal thing ever, but it's amazing. I go there and I don't have any thoughts in my brain for about an hour. I'm growing my own veg. I'm so healthy. Yeah, gardening, I recommend it.
My buddies, to be honest, like meeting my friends, hanging out with my friends, and whenever you're feeling rough, you know, like everyone knows you can reach out and talk to each other about anything, and that's a really good place to be in, I think, especially being a dude, you know, being guys, like guys don't talk enough, and so you got to grab your mates and just check in, hey, everything okay, how's things?
So there we are. That's been ArcTanGent 2025. Thank you so much to everybody who's come and spoke to us on the stall, everybody who's picked up some merch, everybody who's engaged in our activities. It's been great to meet you, and we can't wait to see you next year.